So crazy to think it's already been over a year in the rig. It's been a really steep learning curve. You've seen some of that. We've definitely learned a lot, but a lot of it's been super, super fun. And so we thought we would do a compilation video.
Highlights. This is a highlights video.
Highlights for the year. And then also thinking about the top 6 things that we've learned in this experience.
That we wanted to share with you guys, maybe things that we just have learned for us as a family, or some of them might be things that would definitely help you if you are thinking about going on such an adventure as moving into an RV. Hope you like it. One of the things that I learned over the last year, God time is essential. It is essential for me as an individual, as a mother, as a wife. I need that time. Kind of crazy living outside the box.
That was a good one though.
Living in an RV is definitely not the social norm, so my bucket needs to be full in order for me to feel like I can be there and fill their buckets and handle this controlled chaos.
Routine is very important. So some of that is like the way I unhook the Jeep and putting the pins where, you know, on top of the bumper. But having the routine, you know, even little things like we have little rubber leveling blocks, and I have a certain number of them. And I just inventory them every time I'm putting them away. 1, 2, 3, 4 of those, okay, 2 of these. And that's saved my butt a couple of times because every once in a while they'll get stuck to the leveling system, so that when the leveling system comes up, you look under the rig and you don't see them. So if you don't count them, then you don't know that they're there.
We did lose some in Texas in the mud if you watched that video. Okay, number 2 for me would be being flexible. I learned in the RV that I need to be flexible, but not only flexible in the routine, but flexible in my thought and in my actions and perceived outcomes. Because there have been many a day where I thought it was gonna go one way and I had it lined up perfectly. We were gonna go from here to here to here, and it just looked perfect. And it did not go that way at all. So I've just learned, I'm still learning, I'm not really actually that good at it, to be flexible, just in life as general.
Somebody left their jacket. To say that it's cold wouldn't do it. Number 2 is maintenance, but also checks. Checking systems, doing maintenance on systems. Before the rig, I felt, you know, if it's not broken, don't fix it, you know, if there's not the problem. But then problems come up and it feels like you're always fixing stuff. Love the Jeep.
breathe a lot.
What do you say, Liv?
I love the Jeep.
Is that what you say, Dress? Oh gosh. Gonna kill us.
Which way do you lean, you know? Alright. Lean the wrong way, we might flip, but you know.
Okay.
It should be fine.
The Jeep is stuck. We got out because I was freaked out.
I was freaked out too.
But William can get out of anything.
Or you could just have a system of checks in place, and then you catch something before it actually becomes a problem. And then you just feel like you're doing your scheduled maintenance and checks. It's really helpful for me being a volunteer firefighter because we would do rig checks every single day and we would check all of our equipment all the time. That ties into my number one thing of doing the same type of routine all the time, so it becomes muscle memory. So all that stuff tied together is very important when doing anything out here where it may not be able to just go to the hardware store, because the hardware store could be an hour or hours away. So you're on your own.
There were many times that we would hook up the Jeep and then we'd jump in and I'd ask William, hey, did you do a perimeter check? It saved us a couple times because I didn't maneuver the Jeep correctly, or the key wasn't all the way into auxiliary, or whatever it was. So it's important to have those maintenance checks. Plus, it helps keep the rig, as you're moving down the freeway going 65 miles an hour, things are going to jiggle loose, all those kind of things. And so as William has gotten this maintenance check routine down, it really helps us kind of do preventative maintenance to make sure that things are running smoothly. Number 3 for me, a home of any size can be a refuge. It's really important to me as a mother and as a wife and just as a daughter of God that I'm in control, setting that feeling in the home that it's a refuge. It's a place of rest. It's a place of peace and love, and a place that our 2 younger children and our 20-year-old is a place where they feel safe and feel that peace. Now, it's not always like that. Obviously, we're a family, so and this is tight quarters. So there are times that maybe there's, some contention, but we really try hard to make sure that our home is a refuge. And even though it is really small, it can be a refuge for those who are in the family and for anyone who comes to visit.
Along with that, mine is being present in all things. Whether you're working from home and you're trying to separate work from family life, or if you're in a full-time RV situation or anything like that, I had a struggle originally with feeling like I need to do a little bit of everything, right? So I'm attending to the kids just a little bit, I'm working just a little bit, I'm doing a little bit of stuff on the rig, and I'm not doing any of those things well. So instead, it's so much better to be like, you know what, Dad has a force field right now, you can't talk to him, I can't hear you, I'm not here, right? And I'm working because it's intentional, and then I actually get it done. And then that force field's off, Dad's ready to play with you guys for 30 minutes, and it's intentional time. So instead of a little bit of not really anything all day and me feeling beat up for it, it's 30 minutes or it's 45 minutes, and it's intentional and it's purposeful and it's great for them. It's great for me. Maintenance on the rig too. You know, do I have time to get this done today? No, I don't. I'm going to put that off to tomorrow, and I'm going to be intentional because I'm going to have 2 hours to do it. Being intentional in every single aspect means that by the time my head hits the pillow at night, I feel really good. If you are interested in being an RV owner and doing it full time especially, definitely anybody checking over your work is a good thing. So I've even had Dresden catch us on stuff.
Oh yeah.
My little 8-year-old. So
Oh,
I'm
it
like,
was
oh,
raining.
thank you.
It was raining today. And he comes running in, and I was cooking them some lunch. He's like, Mom, it's raining. I was like, uh-huh. And I'm like, I just, whatever. I'm like, it's great, son. And as he's running through the rig, closing the overhead hatches.
It was barely a sprinkle, but it's good that he's in that mindset.
So we felt like this last year went by so quick in so many ways, and in other ways it was just...
Unless you're bleeding, stay outside for 30 more seconds.
So life always goes how you want, and when you're trying to video, kids are gems, and they just entertain themselves and don't interrupt. So
Oh man, maybe they are bleeding.
What advice do you have to tell people to have joy in the journey?
Play outside in the mud, and play in the water, and go rafting.
I know.
Your family.
Reading scriptures helps the family.
Oh, nice. Has it been hard work in the rig?
Yeah.
But has
My
it been
feet
worth it?
Yeah, but my feet hurt.
Yeah, but my feet.
Yeah, I'm bleeding.